everybody, welcome back. I'm so glad that you could join us this week for our next crafting project, which is door hangers. So for today's craft, I'm going to show you kind of how I decorated mine and how you can kind of do some different ideas for yours, but I'm also going to show everyone how to make your own out of paper. So just in case for anyone who doesn't have access to one of the wooden door hangers, I can show you how to make one with paper. So some of our supplies here today, we have Puffy Paint, glitter, glue, and sequins. And then also for making our paper ones, I have some heavier paper such as cardstock or like construction paper. I also have scissors, a ruler, and a pencil. So with that, let's get crafty.
All right, so the first thing that we're gonna get started on with our craft for today is we're gonna put glue and glitter on here. So I was thinking through all the steps that we want to do, and considering that the glitter is the one that kind of can get stuck to so many things, I figured that that is a good place for us to get started. So like always, whenever we're doing anything with glitter, we make sure that we have a surface underneath whatever project that we're working on, so that way we can dump all the glitter on there and not have it get all over the table. So with that, you can write, you can draw or write whatever you would like to with glitter. So with the tacky glues that we give out, it really makes it easier to draw something. So I'm gonna, for those of you who have been with me from week to week, I'm gonna draw a little cat. Do simple little triangles for the eyes and mouth. And the whiskers. Alright, so we got our cat, glitter, go to town, but not too much. And there we go, look at that. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys, in one of the projects that I did, I actually outlined my little door hanger with sequins along the way. So I'm going to kind of show you that. It is time consuming, as anything with glue and sequins are, but I think it gives it a lot of fun colors to it. So here we go. So one of the things that I found with doing the glue and the sequins is that it helps if you draw out whatever line or whatever design that you want to put the sequins in, but make sure to not do too much so that the glue doesn't dry. So I'm going to start off with little chunks at a time and then add the sequins as I go along. And one of the things that I have found in doing this is that if you have just a little bit of glue on your hand and then you kind of use it to tap into the sequins that you are using, and then you very lightly can tap it onto the glue to have it stick to whatever design that you are making it in. One of the last things I'm going to show you is with the Puffy Paint. So this is where you can really put your own design on everything, because this is a hard surface, so it's a little bit easier to use the Puffy Paint on this than some of the other materials we've used in the past. So you can really let your creativity fly on this one. So I'm gonna write out some words with mine and do just a little heart. So I'm gonna write out real quick. So even though, like I said, since this is a hard surface, it's a little bit easier if you go a little bit heavy on it, just to kind of lean into it. But you still, much like with, our Puffy Paint, you have to go a little light, but it's a little bit easier on this one to, add to your design with that. So it didn't turn out like I planned, but I was writing out RMH-NY with a heart at the end. And then one last little treat, I figured we could actually add some Googly Eyes to this. So this is, how creativity, whenever you want to add something along the way, you are more than welcome to because you are making this your own. So I'm gonna add some glue and some googly eyes. Just because you can always add whatever materials you would like to your project. And here we go. Here's our final project. So now that we're done with the decorating part, I'm going to show you how to make your own with just materials that you might have at home. So all you need to do this part of your project with working with materials from home is that you just have a pencil, a ruler, a pair of scissors, and a piece of paper. You can use any paper really, but I'm trying to use a bit of a heavier paper just so that it is a little bit stronger with staying on the door. So you really don't need to like measure anything out in particular. I just like to use the ruler to kind of get that straight edge. So just kind of do that, and then about maybe about 3 or 4 inches away, if you mark, and then again with just drawing a straight line. But I mean, it's not necessary to like measure it out, but and then you also just kind of trace out where your circle is going to be in the middle for you to be able to put the door handle. So I'm just gonna that, and then you cut it out. And now that you got that cut out, so you have kind of your door, so now that you have that cut out and you have your door hanger, so now you just have to get the circle out. So if you kind of press down on the edges and kind of almost fold it in half, but don't press it so that it is folded, and then you take the scissors and you cut the line there, and then it makes it easier to cut into the middle and make a circle. You might have to go over it a couple times just to try to get it to look like a nice circle. Just to get the edges cleaned up a little bit. And so there we go. Now you have your own door hanger you can make at home, and you can use everything that we did to decorate ours here, you can use to decorate yours at home.
Thank you so much for joining me again this week. I hope you all are able to create wonderful creations of your own, and please share whatever projects you're working on in the comments, and I hope you can join us again next Tuesday.